Shalom. Call Allah Yahweh Ba'ashem Habashai Ba'ashem Hakodash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, great millstones, still rule and teach well. Peace, bless, safety to the Lord's elect, scattered on the four corners of the planet Earth. Pushing his word in humility and sincerity as commanded by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. And a lot of people are hearing the news right now that Hulk Hogan, the WWE Hall of Famer Hulk Hogan, had just passed away this morning. And I think yesterday there was Edomites at my job talking about how Ozzy Osbourne passed away. Now, I'm not really hip to him, but I know he's another celebrity. And it made me think of this phrase here, death comes in threes, which is another way, it's another way that these elites of Edom, the illuminated ones, if you will, this is how they operate, okay? Now, whether these individuals, and you had the Bill Cosby dude. So this is how these illuminated ones operate, man. When they take people out, usually they take them out in threes. And I remember the Apostle Gabar, I believe, was the first person I heard go into this years ago. So I typed in ChatGPT, death comes in threes with celebrities. It says the phrase death comes in threes is a popular superstition or urban legend suggesting that when one celebrity dies, two more will soon follow, making it a trio. This belief has become especially common because what you got to understand is that these people that's in the entertainment industry, they all sell their soul. In order to make a lot of money like that and to be on TV and to be rich and famous, you have to worship Satan. You cannot worship the God of the Bible. You have to denounce the God of the Bible and announce your allegiance to Satan. And then Satan gives you your heart's desires, so to speak. And Satan even offered that to Yahushua when you read Matthew the 4th chapter. Satan came to Yahushua and said, if you bow down and worship me, I will give you all the kingdoms of the world. Not knowing that Yahushua already owned all the kingdoms of the world. But anyway, it says, why do people believe celebrities' death comes in threes? So you had the Jamal Warner from the Cosby Show. You had Ozzy Osbourne. And now you have Hulk Hogan. Within the last, 3 days? 3 days, 3 celebrities. 3 days, 3 celebrities. And we know the top Masonic number is 33. That's the number that they worship. It says pattern seeking. Humans naturally look for blah 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 blah. Media influence. It says news outlets and social media often group celebrity deaths together, reinforcing the idea if 2 or 3 notable people die within days or weeks, headlines might say third celebrity death this week. Examples of celebrity deaths in threes. In 2009, Ed McMahon, Farrah Fawcett, and Michael Jackson. In 2016, George Michael, Carrie Fisher, and Debbie Reynolds. And now I'm just going to use the example that I gave. Like I said, a couple days ago, you had the Cosby Show star who drowned in Costa Rica. And then the day after that, you had Ozzy Osbourne. And people was talking about, he just did a concert. And then now today, I got the notification that Hulk Hogan, it said Hulk Hogan passed away. Let me get that real quick. It says Hulk Hogan, WWE Hall of Famer and wrestling legend, dead at 71. Now, this article doesn't go into details about how he died, but I read another article that said, my son read another article that said he died from cardiac arrest, so he had a heart attack. Okay. The point being, it made me think of that phrase, like I said, death comes in threes. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Get your fingers under the line. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So like I said, this is one of those ways that the illuminated ones, the elites at the top, this is how they move forward with their agendas through sacrifices. Okay, they sacrifice to Satan. And what do they sacrifice? Most of the time, it's a blood sacrifice. Okay, when these different celebrities are no longer a use to them, they get them out the way so they can get the new person in there. You know, and they try to do this to harness energy on the left-hand side from the spiritual demon Satan. Now, ultimately, the Heavenly Father took this individual out, and I believe he was an Edomite. That's just my personal belief. I believe Hulk Hogan was an Edomite. Some brothers may think he is Israelite. I don't know, but I think that nigga, I know he was red as hell. He used to be red as damn near. He used to be damn near red as his T-shirt that he used to rip. This is Deuteronomy 32 and 39. It says, "See now that I, even I, am He, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand." So ultimately, the issues from death comes from the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. But then again, like I said, the Heavenly Father has moving pieces on the planet Earth that bring forth death. Okay? So, you know, these could be distractions, or we could be coming into something major happening. We know we're right at the brink of, we're in the midst of the beginning stages of Jacob's trouble. Okay? As Donald Trump is laying out the legislation and the groundwork to bring in the persecution upon you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Because you notice with the deportation shit, who they going after? They're going after the Israelites. They're going after Latinos, Native Americans, Haitians, Negroes. They're not going after the Arabs. And it's hundreds of millions of Arabs. I ain't gonna say hundreds of millions, but it's hundreds of thousands of illegal so-called Arabs in this country. Why they ain't going after them? Why they ain't going after the so-called Africans? Why they ain't going after the so-called Chinese or the Japanese? No, they rather go after you Israelites because you're the enemy. They trying to stop the 12 tribes from coming together, because once the 12 tribes come together in America, Babylon the Great, they will be delivered and America will be destroyed. See, but you're not going to be able to stop it. So just something that I was thinking about. Lord, willing, this is edifying. Just a quick hit. Come out, Shalom.